Heaven has whispered your name into the right ears. You were never invisible, just hidden for sacred timing. God didn't forget you. He was setting the stage. They're watching now, but it was God who first saw you. You were covered, not ignored. Their silence isn't rejection, it's revelation waiting. The light you carried quietly now blinds the right ones. You bloomed in the dark. Now the world turns to stare. You're not finally seen, you're finally felt. You didn't change. Their sight did. Your softness shook the heavens before it touched a soul. They overlooked the glow. Now they crave the fire. You weren't late to the spotlight. You are the spotlight. You healed quietly. Now your wholeness screams. Your value didn't increase. Their discernment finally did. God waited for silence to break you open loud. Their attention is late, but your purpose is right on time. They see now what God's always known. You're being seen not because you need it, because you're ready. Your visibility is sacred, not seasonal. You're not trending. You're turning timelines. You're not finally seen. You've been divinely recognized. Their eyes are new. Your light is eternal. The one meant for you sees without needing proof. Your waiting was never wasted. You're being watched because your soul spoke first. They couldn't ignore what God refused to hide. What once made you invisible is now what makes you irresistible. You didn't become worthy. You became visible. The silence was proof of your becoming. Their gaze is drawn by grace, not glamour. You're not standing out. You're standing in alignment. Your shine is from survival, not spotlight. The angels noticed first. Now the world follows. You weren't overlooked. You were out of reach. Your glow was earned in darkness. God made sure you were seen only by the right hearts. You didn't beg for eyes. Heaven brought them. You are the vision they didn't know they were praying for. What they once rejected is now their revelation. You are no longer the hidden one. You are the held one. You stopped seeking, and that's when they saw. They stare in awe now, unaware of your ashes. You didn't become more visible. They became more vulnerable. What's being seen is not your beauty, but your bravery. This is not attention, it's alignment. You are the proof that silence births glory. You didn't rise, you were revealed. You are no longer hidden behind pain. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. They see you now, but God saw you when you were breaking. You didn't ask for the light. You became it. They're drawn to you, but it's your depth they'll drown in. You were hidden to protect what couldn't be imitated. Heaven unveiled you. Earth just caught up. Your silence carried more weight than their applause. You never begged for eyes. You earned reverence. They see what God carved from your scars. You're not a secret anymore. You're a sign. You weren't invisible. You were incubating. Their interest is new. Your essence is eternal. They finally see, but only because God parted the veil. They watched you heal and now call it holy. Your suffering made you magnetic. They're not just noticing you, they're remembering you. You didn't show up, you were sent. Their eyes see beauty. Their spirit feels God. You are not a moment, you are a movement. God didn't let them see you until your soul was safe. The glory on you is not for decoration, it's for recognition. You were preserved, not postponed. They're amazed, but heaven has already clapped. Their eyes just opened, but your spirit's been awake. You were born for this unfolding. You're not famous. You're found. They chased trends. You carried truth. You didn't gain attention. You became unavoidable. Their gaze will never define you again. You were never small, just sacredly scaled. They watch now, but your anointing was never for show. The more silent you became, the louder your calling got. You've been unhidden, not for praise, but for purpose. They follow what they once ignored. Your light no longer fits in shadows. They notice your glow, but God noticed your grief. You are not trending. You are trembling the unseen. They'll never know what it cost to be noticed. They see the outcome, not the oil. You weren't overlooked. You were overwatched. You carry the kind of light they can't unsee. You've become the answer to questions they didn't know they asked. The room doesn't change you. You change the room. What they're drawn to is your divine residue. You were never the backup. You were the breakthrough. You're not being seen. You're being recognized. The ones meant to find you were always coming. You didn't seek attention. You sought alignment. They see your strength, but God saw your surrender. You weren't discovered. You were destined. Your quiet glow now blinds what once ignored you. They see the beauty. God sees the battle. You are not celebrated for perfection, but for survival. Your presence now demands reverence, not recognition. They don't know your name. They feel it. You are the story they never saw coming. They ignored your seeds, but now marvel at your fruit. You didn't rise for fame. You rose for freedom. They see results. God sees resilience. You are noticed now, but heaven never looked away. Their eyes are new, but your soul is ancient. You're finally visible, but your worth never needed proof. Your essence is louder than applause. The silence raised you. The light is just echo. They see what only the fire could shape. They admire what once nearly destroyed you. You became light by walking through every shadow. They see beauty. You carry becoming. You didn't chase attention. You birthed gravity. They finally noticed what you built with broken pieces. You shine now, but God saw you glowing in grief. You never went unnoticed, only unrevealed. What they see as beauty was born from ashes. You don't have to introduce yourself. Your light already did. You became a mirror for what they longed to be. Your rise was sacred. Your visibility is holy. What they now envy once made you weep. God didn't allow their attention until you were protected from it. They're drawn to what cost you everything. You're not seen for your sparkle, but your survival. Their recognition is confirmation, not validation. You are the divine echo they can't ignore. Your unveiling is not for admiration, it's for assignment. You are visible now because you carry vision. They notice the flower. God watered the root. You are not who they ignored. You are who they need. Your scars now shine like prophecy fulfilled. What once made you silent now makes you sought. You are the one they whispered about in doubt. You were hidden to be healed. Now your holy exposure. They see glow. God sees grace. You are not trending. You're thundering. They saw your crown, but never your crucifixion. You're not rising to be praised, but to be poured. Your radiance wasn't given, it was forged. They notice your fire. God notices your fuel. What they're drawn to is your obedience. You no longer shrink to fit their blindness. You're not seen to be admired, but to awaken. They watch your rise. God authored it. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Comment your favorite quote and subscribe for more.